And they're like sticking me in CAT scan machines and MRI machines and fucking doing blood work and this and that.
And nothing.
And nothing. But then the doctor came out at the hospital and he's like, so what does the clinic say? And I was like, nothing. No. Really? Like they kind of just gave me medicine. He's like, yeah, they're treating you for gonorrhea.
That's what City MD does.
And I was like, well, they asked me if I eat pussy, but and I said, yeah, I ain't no bitch, but
2021, man, I'm a generous lover. Of course, I eat pussy.
Like didn't follow. They actually said they're like, now could your partner, could she or he? And I was like, get the she, the fucking shit. Are you saying I've been sucking dick because I haven't been? This is not a dick sucking injury. Got real defensive real fast on it. Who told you? You been talking to Kevin?
I got
it was not reflex. A fucking dick.
You should see my gag reflex. I don't suck dick, man. There's no way it could be my throat.
No, I told them that. As soon as they brought the consoles, I was like, just so you know, I'm going to gag. Because it's been pussy I've been eating. And
it's Pride Month, and you're like, I ain't no gay, all
right? And then so like it went back and forth between being like, all right, it was people like overly like, are you dying? And I was like, no, I'm not dying.
Yeah.
But there were definitely moments, just considering the fact that I chew tobacco all the fucking time, where I was like, oh boy, is this the one?
Right. I was worried about that
Dude,
too.
My mom was proud of me that I was telling the doctors I chew tobacco. I was like, yeah, Mom, I know it could be an issue. Okay, I've been like, just so you know, I chewed tobacco a lot.
Were you thinking there's a chance this is it? This is throat cancer?
I thought for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, that's
like
it ran through my mind once or twice.
It was
when you said biopsy, I was like, here we go.
It was
this motherfucker's got the big C.
The only thing that was like
for downloads. Just saying, if you want to go ahead and get cancer this summer,
I'm actually gonna get fucking insurance on my fucking throat and jaw.
Well, yeah, good luck now. You know what your fucking premium for that will be?
Fucking whatever, man. I'll fucking get like one of those fucking dick things. That what's his name? Was fucking the porn star with the dick? All of them. Kieran Lee.
Remember he had short his dick?
Yeah, because like if my throat goes, bro, this is it.
No, I hear you, but I'm just saying when you
we are done.
When you
not we, I am done.
When you step in and you're like, I'd like to ensure this thing that I poison every single day with carcinogens, and I get like a sugary candy stuck in there on the regular. And I'm like, yeah, we can insure those golden pipes of yours for about $10,000 a month. You disgusting specimen. Imagine that would be the most Feidelberg end. Be like the one thing he like stumbled his way into. He can't talk anymore. Imagine if you just became mute.
I gotta learn how to write again. Oh, fucking hey! God damn it! I'll fucking go be a fucking auto body shop worker. I'll do the register. So then like eventually they come out and they're like, look, man, like we're not gonna figure it out here. Like we gotta send you to a new hospital. And I was like, oh boy.
Whoa.
Okay.
Where were you? Which hospital were you at first?
Lenox Hill, Greenwich Village.
So they sent you to just the real Lenox Hill.
To Lenox Hill, yeah.
I thought when you said that like if one hospital just totally gives up, if NYU was like, send them to Lenox, we don't know. But yeah, the Greenwich one is kind of like the fake one, and the Upper East Side one is like the real one. So at first I thought it was just like an entire medical like fucking unit being like, we got nothing. I don't know, go to the other guys. But yeah, when you're any time though, you're getting transferred to new hospitals. Like,
bro, but they put me so like I was like, all right, I'll get a cab, and they're like, well, no, you can't do that. I was like, why?
This
and honestly, the guy when I asked why, he's kind of like. I don't know.
I've never been asked.
I hadn't really thought about it.
Now,
and he ended up he's like, we'll take your IV out and put a new one in. And I was like, oh yeah, fuck that, never mind. I'll take the ambulance.
Did you pay for the ambulance? That would have been that's the ultimate Feidelberg getting bowled over, where it's like, I'm gonna take the Uber because an Uber's gonna cost $21 and the ambulance is gonna cost $2,100. And he was like, no, you got to take the Uber, you got to take the ambulance, and you just got steamrolled, didn't you?
Kevin, I'll say this.
Yeah.
When I got there. I was asked to sign an iPad. And I said, "What's this for?" They said, "Billing."
Yeah.
So
that's gonna be a couple grand down the top.
So that's gonna be.
Everybody knows, like, unless you are like on the verge of death, you don't take the.
But ambulance. I didn't call. Like, I obviously it was a bit of a joke. Like, I felt like my text in the video conveyed enough that it wasn't an emergency.
Right.
Like, I called it a cab ride. It said the we use. Like, I wasn't like, guys, look, I'm dying. Like, I felt like I was enough. Like, hey, don't worry about it.
About this, yeah.
But then when I get to the second hospital, which was fucking goddamn chaos. Like I don't know what happened last Wednesday, but both emergency rooms were just. I got to the emergency room on Wednesday morning before anyone. I was like the first person there. It was I got there like 9:30, probably something like that, and I was like first guy in. Boom, took care of me. Very quickly, there were 48 people there, which is max capacity for that emergency room.
Christ.
And then I get to this one, it was like a war zone. But the fucking the
summertime, man. Summertime in the city, shit gets wild.
Dude, the EMT apologized to me. He's like, sorry about the traffic on the way up here. I was like, oh yeah, if only we were in some kind of fucking vehicle where we could skip traffic. What
are the rules of when you can and can't use the thing?
It would have been
flip the switch.
A
Let's go.
literal flick of the finger.
Yeah.
No traffic anymore. We are on a magic carpet ride to Lenox Hill on the UES. But no, this motherfucker just was like, sorry about the traffic. After he put me in a fucking chair and then raised me up at the Lenox Hill in Greenwich Village, raised me up to abnormal heights. Heights just completely, like he wanted the whole fucking emergency room to see, hey, we're bringing this guy out. I was above the barriers between cubbies that you have in the
cubicles,
little cubicles. I was above them, and as he raised me up, he went, you're like Simba. And I said, buddy, just get me in an ambulance. This is ridiculous. I can't breathe. Don't call me Simba. Put me in a tree, put me in a fucking car, and put the Wii U's on.
Dude, to acknowledge the traffic. Like, if you can't use the siren, fine, whatever. But don't then rub it in by saying, hey, man, you know the one thing that you thought would be good about an ambulance? We're not going to do that.
Yeah, like just fucking.
Holy shit.
It took. I was in the car for like probably 45 minutes to an hour because it was 5 p.m. on a Wednesday.
Absolutely.
And I was farting up a storm. Like, I was like.
It's just disgusting, you know.
Why?
Why? It's
the
not
bumps,
like,
maybe.
The bumps. The bumps make you fart.
I don't know. Bumps in the road. You like upset stomach. Is kind of shaking everything up. I like the woman. The woman goes.
Bumps.
The woman EMT goes, "I'm gonna sit behind you."
Oh heavens!
I don't know if you want to do that, lady.
Downwind for me on the fucking FDR. Watch out! Yikes!
So I get to the fucking emergency room at the other Lenox Hill. Kelly Keegs texts me. She's like, oh wow, this is great for your brand. Only like people go to the Upper East Side Lenox Hill. And I was like, Keegs, let me tell you about what I'm seeing right now. Okay, there's first of all, I got to show you this. I got to show you how small the bays are. They are insanity at this emergency room. And granted, it was probably pretty full, and so like that played a factor.
Brother, do you know my history? You think I haven't been at the Lenox Hill? Fuck it. Oh, those are really small. That must be like a COVID thing or something.
Dude,
it's just the width of a bed.
It's just the width. I could touch both people, and I was touched by both people on the other side of me.
I had a run where I was at the Lenox Hill emergency room, like few times a year in the like the mid 2000s. I was like, hey, I'm back, guys, another surgery, how we doing? But that is crazy.
I mean, it like literally our beds were just together. We were in war. Like I said, it was like
triage
war. It was an absolute triage
mash out here.
And this woman next to me, I actually videoed myself and sent it to you.
Yeah,
I had a homeless woman come in with dementia. I only know this because I overheard the doctor saying it. And she was just pinned down in the bed, yelling hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah for like hours on end. But the thing that I was fine with, what sucked is that I could see her feet, and it looked like her feet looked like she had been kidnapped by an unruly gang of children and then tortured by having her feet be used in whack-a-mole. Like they were just mangled, Kevin. Like just absolutely,
just like beaten,
just fucking mangled, like twisted and gnarled like a willow tree. It was
the toes.
Oh, the
nails?
toenails. Don't get me started on the toenails.
The heels, the bunions.
It was
corns,
not much bunion, but she looked like one of those like Asian women who they just put their feet in a little thing and cinch them and they just never grow.
Yeah.
But they were huge. But they were fucking trees. It was a mess.
She's got roots.
And then the guy on the other side of me, again, I'll text this picture to Nick so you can see how close the people were to me. They weren't like across the room. This guy just wouldn't fucking put his pants on, and he was just kind of keeled over. And by the way, both of them keep just pulling the curtains around. They don't fucking care about anything. So I just see this guy's ass, and I'm just waiting for him to shit at me. Like it was just it was a fucking ass in my face.
Yeah.
It was a homeless ass in my face. And I was just waiting for it to fucking Vesuvius. Like, I was just staring down the barrel of the business end, being like, this
Well, to be fair, they were probably like, this is white boy next to me who's just farting up a storm.
Bro, I was sitting on the edge of my bed in street clothes. Like someone who'd been arrested and was like, look, I'm not putting on a jumpsuit because I'm not like these people. like they gave me
leaving my fucking flannel on.
They gave me the Johnny and the socks, and I was like, I won't need that. Thank you very much.
I'm better than these people here. That's so true. You put that on, you guys, you can't tell the difference.
Right?
You know?
Yeah.
You're all the same
there's
class.
A stark difference between me and the people who are here.
That's hilarious.
But then eventually, so I'm there for probably.
And this is what now? You're like there. You've been. This ordeal is now going on like 18 hours.
It was probably something like that.
Jesus.
And so
you haven't slept or anything?
I haven't slept at all. Just watched a shitload of Seinfeld. And the ENT finally comes, like midnight-ish probably. And
go ahead and tell the people what your uncle does for a living, by the way.
Not uncle, cousin.
Go ahead and tell them what your cousin does for a living.
I know. I'm not gonna tell that yet. I didn't get it because it was later. The ENT, ear, nose, and throat doctor comes, and the first thing she says to me is she goes, "Oh, you look really good for someone in your condition." And I was like, what is my condition? What are you talking about? It's like no one has told me anything because my mom's not here to make them.
Yeah,
like
for
I've
real.
just been quietly.
Dude, the number one reason you need someone in the hospital with you is to be the
go get answers.
Yeah, like it's like why you need a lawyer or an agent to do the negotiating. It's like I need to preserve the relationship with these people who are gonna be like sticking me with needles and cutting me open. They can't dislike me. They need to dislike you. Yeah. But we gotta get some answers or some pain medicine or you gotta get me moved or whatever. So I need a proxy to be an asshole for me.
Bro, I was without a doubt the laughing stock of the ER. Like the doctors and nurses were like, that dude doesn't give a shit at all. Like he doesn't even care if we talk to him.
I'm sure they were filling out a chart and they were like, suicidal, yep. Why? It's like, have you seen him? He doesn't care at all. This man clearly does not care about his life. He has not asked a single question.
They were like they must have been. They're like, let's just. I probably turned into an experiment. Like, let's just see how long.
That's what I mean.
Let's see if we can charge him rent. Let's see if he'll just fucking pay to stay here.
I'm guaranteeing you there were young kids watching, interns watching, where they're like, all right, so this here is a patient who is gonna ask no questions. He's gonna have no problem with anything. We're gonna teach you how to manage with it. I mean, that you were no doubt something they had not seen in years.
Absolutely ever. People running around the whole time like, can you grab that? I was like, whatever.
Sure.
I'm charged. I got a little annoyed when I had to stand behind the bed because the charger wouldn't reach me laying in it. But I just stood behind the bed and just texted.
If they brought you a mop and a bucket, you probably would have been the janitor. They could have put you to work. Hey, can you clean this up while you're watching? Sure.
Absolutely. Thank you. You are a COVID hero. Thank you so much for getting it. Give me that broom. Give me that. Get out of here. Go put your feet up. Go sit next to the guy who's gonna poop on you.
Or you're like, you're disgusting neck.
But then so finally she's like, you're good. Like I was like, what does that mean? She said, well, I made you an appointment with the ENT tomorrow. I was like, all right, cool. So I go home, go to bed, go to another specialist the next day. And she did not make me an appointment. She just lied about that. But the doctor...
No patient has ever gotten less respect than John Feidelberg at Lenox Hill.
I get there, I show them the paper, and they're like, yeah, you don't have an appointment. And I was like, well,
wow.
They told me you made me one. They're like, when? At midnight last night? And I was like, repeating it back to me sounds a little ridiculous. Yeah. You're right.
that checks out. Yeah. So you went at a certain time and everything?
Yeah, 3:30. Remember, right after the interview. I was like, all right, I gotta go. So the doctor saw me anyway. And I haven't been to a doctor in 10 years. Yeah. And it is a wild experience. Like they're just selling you on things.
Yeah.
They're just trying to get you to buy their special. It was crazy. First of all, I told him right away to make my mom proud. I told him I chew tobacco pretty often, and he's like, okay, how much do you chew? And I was like, about a can a day. And he's like, wow, that's a lot. How long have you been doing that? I was like, well, I've been doing it probably 17 years, but that much probably 10 to 12 years. And he's like, whew, he's like, that is so much tobacco.
That is a staggering amount.
Right? And I said, I swear to God, this is true. He checks me. You go check on my mouth, and he fucking puts a camera down my nose. And it's like, I sent you a picture of the camera they send down there. It's just fucking, they making noises going, and like make my voice box do different things, to check different things.
Did you puke?
And I'm watching it. No, I'm watching it. And by the way,
gagging
he also did this. He goes, they fucking stick the camera under your tongue. So like to warm it up, I guess, so it doesn't get foggy.
Like a thermometer guy?
Yeah, and then they check both your nostrils. And it's not like your nostrils not going up, it comes into my head.
Yeah.
And they check both nostrils with it to see which one's more open. And the motherfucker stuck it right back in my mouth after deciding on his nostril. he goes, open up again. And I kind of look at him. And he goes, yeah, I know. I was like, there's nothing else? He's got to put my fucking boogers back in my fucking head?
That's gross.
But he checks it all out, checks my mouth, checks it. And he goes, and I fucking kid you not, he goes, if you're being honest about how much you dip, you show no signs of it.
Wow.
And I was like, are you calling me a bitch? You calling me a fucking pussy? Give me a 10 right now. I'll fucking do the whole goddamn...
I'm throwing double horseshoe right now,
I'll do the
motherfucker.
whole thing right in your fucking
Dude,
face.
that doesn't surprise me, though. Yeah, you're one of those guys, and much to your dismay, you're going to live to like 150. And you're going to be like, I just drank whiskey and chewed tobacco and ate Sour Patch Kids for the rest of my life.
Dude, but then like he's like, all right, so like when you were born, when you were an embryonic sac... We don't need that, man. Just say like when I was little.
Yeah.
Say when I was 7. He's like, you're an embryonic sac, like your thyroid moves down. So again, some people's break off, and yours you have a little piece down. It's like a centimeter. He says, you have a piece that's way too low, and he's like, I thought that might be the cause of this, but it's not. But
what, and that piece would be like infected or dead or
guess,
something? Like,
I don't
just go?
I don't really know.
Just floating around in there?
And he's like, do you want? He's like, some people like have it removed because there's like a very, very, very minuscule chance it turns to cancer. Do you want it removed? We don't really do it anymore. And I was like, do I want the elective surgery in my neck and throat that you don't really do anymore? It's like, I'll probably skip that one, man. and then,
We're not really sure how to do this anymore, but we can figure it out. Like, we'll slice you open, pick it out there.
And then he's like, all right. You know, he checks out like, all right, he's not gonna buy that. And he's like, your nostrils, like, you know, do you snore? And I was like, yeah, I snore like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I was like, you talk to anyone who's ever slept.
Oh
in the
my
same,
God,
the
we could
same
have fixed this.
vicinity as me. He's like, yeah, I can see in your nostrils. You want to get surgery to fix that? I was like, not right now. I'm focused on the throat thing at the moment. Like, we can get around to that maybe.
Bro, this guy's pitching a nose job while this dude's neck has a fucking goiter in it. Although you should have taken the nose job. I didn't even think of the snoring, man. We could have fixed that whole snoring issue.
I'm probably gonna do that. I'm probably gonna do that. Yeah, he probably sold me on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say he said like this. Yeah. Surprise, surprise. John got steamrolled there.
And then he
said it
goes,
would fix the snoring.
He said it would very much help with the snoring.
Yeah.
And then and sleeping. I like an uncle who got that once. And he's like, I didn't realize people slept.
Yeah.
And like,
when my dad got the sleep apnea machine, he started having dreams again. And
yeah,
he was like he was not sleeping sound enough for like REM cycles and shit for like 40 years.
I don't dream. People get mad at me every time I say it.
My dad goes to bed in the 7 o'clock hour. Primarily because he hates my mother and he wants to escape it by being unconscious. But he's like excited to go dream now. He wakes up and he's like, it was fucking amazing, man. Tells me all
his
his
whole
dreams.
other life.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you haven't slept in 50 years, Dad.
But yeah, and then he was like, what do you think about a sleep test? You want to take one of those? And I was like, no, man. I want to find out the throat thing.
Fix this.
But that was it. He gave me a different. Actually, no, the hospital was the one who gave me the prescription for a different. Like, dude, they put so many antibiotics in me. It was crazy. I had IVs. I was getting shots. I got these horse pills I take now. Fucking monsters. Twice a day. I have to take them with ice
like
cream.
Regular old.
But.
No, you do not.
Yeah, no, for a treat. Like, good job, Johnny. You remember your pills? Yeah, I take it with a bowl of ice cream. I was actually, because I'm not drinking with them, so I was like, oh man, I'm gonna lose weight. It's gonna be pretty sick for like 2 weeks. And I was like,
bowl of cereal.
I have about 2 bowls of ice cream a night now. A day. I mean, 2 bowls of ice cream a day. Yeah, start the day off with one, 9 o'clock, and then another one.
It's called breakfast and dinner.
Yeah. Oh, and I do it right too. Don't get me wrong. I do it right.
Dress it up.
Yeah, these aren't just little fucking bowls of ice cream.
How many scoops are we talking?
Kevin,
Full bowl?
Kevin, don't even get me started.
I'm surprised you even put it into a bowl. You don't just eat out of the pint thing.
No. Oh, not the way I do it. Kevin, first of all, I've ordered from a Cuban restaurant a bunch of fried plantains.
Okay.
So I popped those.
Wow.
I popped those in a fucking in a mug.
Yeah.
I'm a mug guy. I popped those in a mug. Put a little peanut butter and chocolate on that. Put those in the microwave. Melt up the peanut butter and chocolate. Mix it up with the fucking with the fried plantains, fried sweet plantains, of course. And then I do a couple scoops of ice cream into a different mug.
What kind of ice cream?
Just vanilla, because it gets too much if you have other things.
Sure.
When you have the plantains
Sure.
and the melted
Don't
peanut
have
butter
too much.
and the melted chocolate, and then I get a bag of Flips pretzels and I pound that into a little crisp, right? And then I fucking dump that on top of it, and then I top it with some mini M&Ms. And then I take my medicine.
And a little pill on top to boot. That's the cherry on top. My antibiotic. You are a child. That's probably what they were like. They were like, this man child is here, and we don't understand. His DNA is that of a 32-year-old man, but everything about him appears to be a small child. You are a medical marvel.
Like, these are the pills you're gonna take. I was like, with ice cream, right?
Yeah. And just like regular old like penicillin or some shit didn't knock this out. Amoxicillin, like whatever.
No, I'm taking. I don't fucking know. What I'm taking.
Yeah. And they're
It begins with an A, but it's not amoxicillin.
and they just said like it's going good, it's going down, so you can go home.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
no answer.
Oh yeah, but anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna see another ear, nose, and throat specialist this week. Who is my cousin? My mom told me that after seeing the third doctor. She goes, by the way, your cousin is not your cousin, my dad's
It's like
cousin.
the premier ENT in the world.
Is like literally one of the best ENTs in the world. Lives in New York City. And I was like, would you want to see her? It's like,
yeah, Polly.
probably
Yeah,
would.
I'd probably want to see her.
she's like, yeah, that is a good idea. She gets like flown out to like when kings get a runny nose. It's like week ago
We
would
could have used that, Polly.
awesome information.
My woman, my girl. So in her own world, she doesn't give a shit about her own son dying.
I've watched a lot of TV. I haven't seen it. I watched Hacks. For anyone who's watching Hacks or has seen Hacks and wants to meet my mother, you already have.
Deborah.
It's Deborah.
Deborah Vance that is one of the best like comparisons. If someone ever said that about me, I'd be like, oh my god. All that I do, all I aspire to be is Deborah.
When she's being mean to the
The girl, the writer.
no, not the writer, the nurse. And she goes, oh, she's Russian. She'll deal with it. I was like, Polly!
Yeah.
That's Polly!
A lot. I now that you say that, I can see a lot of things like where she's like, "Oh, he'll be fine." Like, oh, that doesn't count, or whatever. Like little things like that. Just in Polly's world, that's all that
she's
matters.
Russian. She'll be fine.
Well, a lot of people were buzzing here in the office because a lot of people did remember that you called it and said you were going to die by July 4th.
I fucking called
So
it.
I mean,
That was
we
suicide,
came
though.
pretty close.
That one was suicide.
That was a straight up reference to scheduling your own suicide.
That one.
We're going to go with a 10 spot on that one. That was insane.
I made it clear when I said that. I was like, boy, I hope I make it to the 4th
That
of
was-
July. I'll throw the other one in there. We'll make it a clean 11.
It's you know what's bullshit, by the way? I don't know who decided this back in the day. Whoever decided the seasons, we need to reschedule them.
Okay.
Like it's summer right now, but it's like not technically summer,
yeah.
or like it's like barely summer. You know what I mean?
Equinox hasn't
Like
summer
June,
solstice hasn't
like
hit.
June 24th or some shit is the summer. No, it's like June fucking 1st. You know, June, July, August. Those are summer months, and like it's not the winter until like the middle of December. Yeah, now get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We just need to restructure. It's
Just like we need to restructure the weeks.
to what?
Sunday doesn't start the week.
Monday starts the week.
Monday starts the week.
Right.
Redo
Sunday
the
ends the
calendar.
week.
Redo the calendar.
Right.
Yep.
Right. The like. Yes, I agree with that.
100%.
Because that really is the toughest. When I have this argument with people about the beginning or the end of the week, when they throw the calendar out there, it is a tough one to argue.
It's
Because it's like, well, I don't know, some idiot who made a calendar got it wrong.
Right, yeah, just use your own common sense.
Right.
When you're on a Sunday, are you feeling like, when you're hanging out on the couch on a Sunday, are you feeling like, ooh, get
Started
my
the
week
week. When is Sunday a part of the weekend?
Yeah.
It's the end of the week. It's the end of the weekend.
It's-
so it's the most end of the week possible.
It's the most simply logical thing
It's
probably in
fucking
this world right now.
insane.
It's, yeah, I mean, oh yeah, do you not have a fucking brain? Okay, sure, then Monday starts the week. Well, you fart into the couch and order Domino's. Yeah, great start to the week.
A lot of farting today. You've been farting a lot, huh?
Well, I haven't been drinking much, so I've been having good bowel movements.
Heavens to Betsy.
I said that one on purpose. But I'll tell you, yeah, real.
But it's also real, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a joke, but also very serious.
God damn.
We found the solution. All right.
Yeah. Christ on the cross.
Just good, clean poops.
Oh. God. My.
Regular, too, every morning.
Stop! 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 Thursday, July 15th, KFC Radio Live makes its triumphant comeback. We're going to head up to Nyack in Rockland County at the Improv. We're back on stage together. So go get your tickets right now. Click the link in the description below. Come back out, see us on stage, get back out in the wild once again, and enjoy the show, have some drinks, and hang out with your favorite podcasters.
I heard that everyone comes to our show fucks. That's just what people tell me.
Everybody gets drunk. Everybody fucks. That's
Pretty
really
good.
the main reason to come. Get your tickets now.